Hello and welcome back, Rec.
State of the League!
Hello and welcome back, Rec League. My name is Darth and I'm here with... Is Zabel? Brian? James? Where is everyone? Hello, and welcome back, Rec League, to the new, improved Rec After Dark. We did away with the old one because, you know, it's not fun anymore. And my name's Darth Ted. I'm here with Brian the Broken and Jamu. How's it going, everyone?
Going great. So Jamu just slided in right like 4 minutes before this. So, yeah, definitely looking kind of sweaty over there.
Yeah, we're new and improved. We got some better production value. We're going to bring more intense hype to this. And everything's just going to be a lot better from now on.
Yeah, I mean, Sable's not here.
No more chair stream or stool stream in the background.
Sable will be back. He's just on vacation.
Yeah, so we're going to change up the show a little bit. We're going to be kind of making it a little bit shorter, doing some talks about the teams and introducing a new game called the Rec Stock Market, which will be pretty fun. We'll get into later. And then we're going to be doing a Q&A afterwards. So the reason why we're doing it more shorter is because on Thursday nights, we're going to be hosting sub-leagues. And on week 3 and week 6, we're going to be doing some of the cross-conference games to shorten the time on Sunday. So
it's going to be a banger. I'm excited. I mean, I've been wanting to be a part of Rec After Dark, aka RAD, and do something new for a bit now. So this has been a long time in the making. I'm pumped. I'm excited.
It's going to be rad.
It's going to be a rad time. Rad time for sure.
Yeah, but welcome to season 7, everyone. Here's a cheers to you guys. Thank you for being part of this, making it happen.
That was a journey. I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it for a second.
Definitely not.
But yep, I mean, we had a really successful Valorant league. There's some dog shit casters definitely there, but guilty.
I think the TFT league was a success.
TFT was silly.
TFT league was awesome. That was a blast. As Jamu and I call it, the Giggle Factory. I'm excited for Giggle Factory round 2.
Yeah, Step 4 just got released, so we're going to be prepping to do that soon. So check your emails for that.
Yeah, TFT Tuesday definitely hits different, so get there, be involved.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so this season, we changed up the format a little bit. We're splitting teams into 2 conferences. One is going to be the Jungle Conference, and one is going to be the River Conference. And 5 teams are in each. We're going to take the top 4 teams, so we lose the worst team in each conference, and they go to playoffs. The regular season will be 7 weeks for everybody who's not following. So it's going to be a banger of a time.
Yeah, it's a bit shorter than... It's not shorter because, what was it, 9 weeks or 11 weeks for last season, for regular season? I don't know.
I went back and looked, and I think season 4 we did 7 as well.
Season 4 we did 7. All right.
Yeah, we usually do 7 when we have 8 teams. But now we have 10 teams, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think what happens is we tend to make the mistake of going to 7 weeks and be like, we can do more weeks, this is going to be great. And then we do 13 weeks and it's like, no, never again. That was so long, please no. And then we go and make a drastic cut again. But I think last season went really well. But yeah, we wanted to incorporate more people. So adding 10 teams, but also trying to figure out a way to keep it short. So therefore, we have the conferences.
Yeah, and we can walk through the teams right now. For each conference, in the Jungle Squad, we have the Krugs, the Raptors, the Gromp, the Blue Buff Sentinels, and the Red Buff Brambleback. So they will be doing a round robin, facing each other once in best of twos. It's going to be very fun to watch. In the Jungle Conference, we have all the Drakes.
Well, no,
you know
River,
them, you
River
love
Conference.
them.
River Conference.
River Conference,
River.
sorry. River.
The Wet Boys.
The Wet Boys.
Oh, yeah.
In the River Conference, you have all the Drakes. You have Air, Infernal, Mountain, Ocean, and the Krabby Boys themselves, the Scuttlers.
You see how we kind of divided it up? It's like whatever can get wet in the water gets to be the River Conference. Everything else just gets relegated to the jungle. Pretty snazzy. I mean, only Merc Wolves, rest in peace, Merc Wolves, didn't quite make the cut there. It would have been weird to have 11 teams.
It
would
would be
just
weird. The world is our river. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how we're splitting it up. So, as we said before, the 5 teams will play each other once in the conference, and then they'll have 2 cross-conference games on week 3 and week 6. And those are kind of the most fun games for me because you get to see how the conferences stack up against each other.
Right? And like I want to see some rivalry, right? I want to see some conference pride. It's like East Side versus West Side at this point. I'm not a big sports guy, so does that happen in normal sports?
That was good. That was perfect.
That's it? East Side versus West Side?
Of course.
Like the Snakes versus the Cats. What's West Side's story? What were they? The
Sharks
Vipers?
versus Jets.
Sharks. Is that why they made that movie about like sharks versus planes? Mega Shark, where it's like biting the plane in half?
Probably not.
If so, there's definitely some good hype video material there. But yeah.
All right. I like it.
But yeah,
We got them,
so what are your guys' impressions of the teams? Just like I guess before we get there, some of the off-season roster movements.
So I think the funniest one to me is the old winners, Infernal, basically rebranded themselves as the most losing team in our league, Gromp, and they just took the title, took the name, took the mascot, and now they put 4 of the 4 members on it and picked up Valib as their jungle and left Zabel in the dust.
I know. I mean, you're going to have to say if that team does not win this season, then like, man, Valib is definitely the weakest link. Goodbye to that guy's career. Better stick to TFT.
Dude, I've seen that guy's Nocturne, man. He won't be the weakest link.
No.
For sure.
No.
A couple Piers and some Nocturne, man. We're good.
It's kind of funny too, because any team that Shu is on, you get 5 bans targeted at Shu just because you can't give him a champion. And whenever Valve was playing, he would always get the Nocturne or the Udyr banned away. So he's gonna get a champion that he wants.
Oh yeah,
which is like one of them is.
I mean, like during the finals last season, I think you guys kind of figured out that you didn't have a good answer to the Nasus in the top lane. So Cobalt making his return. He's someone's gonna have to answer it or figure it out, and I don't think it's gonna be Shen. So all the top laners need to kind of do some soul searching.
Yeah, and I think one of the funny things about the conferences is we're gonna see a big split of what lane is played around. In the jungle conference, it looks like there are a lot of strong top laners, so there's going to be a lot of action up there where the bot lane is going to be a little bit weaker. In the river conference, there's going to be a lot of strong mid laners and bot laners and junglers. So it's going to be weird how like internal metas develop.
True. Very.
Yeah,
true.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I mean, like, and we've definitely said goodbye to some excellent players this season who maybe will be back, maybe not. But like Icically, Shoemaker, some of the like old staples of the league leaving, and I think Mouse Mazing making his departure from the top lane. The top lane's a different place, and same with Adolma. It's like it's a whole new meta up there. We still got Nolark and Cobalt kind of holding it down, but I think are those the only 2 returning top laners?
Charismatic, I believe, is going to be up there for Raptors.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm not sure, but we do have a Colonel Paco returning to the top lane, switching from Bramble to Air Drake. And that's, honestly, Paco's performance on Air Drake is going to make or break that team. And because they have a very strong bot lane, Dainty Taco in the jungle is consistent.
Can you take a more like lukewarm take? Because that was a pretty cold take.
No, I mean, it's true, right? Like,
it's so
we've
true.
seen Paco for a while.
So true.
And he can perform very, very well and stomp his opponents. And he can also, come up tails on that coin.
All I'm gonna say is I played a solo queue game with me, and he carried a Pickle Popper and I's ass up and down. MWCW, thank you for the sub. Much love, buddy.
Dude, Air's gonna be exciting though.
Air's gonna be a banger.
Our boy Worthy Dust made his way over there.
Yeah,
Sad to see him go, but that bot lane's gonna be strong.
you love to see him walk away.
All right, yeah. So Worthy Dust departed for Air, and Air's bot lane is going to look really, really strong this season. But what is Ocean looking like down there?
Ocean, we had a little swap. I moved myself from AD carry to mid lane, and moved Phoenix down to AD carry. With the departure of Worthy Dust, we picked up Droid Syndicate, great guy Tony, and slid Crack Variety up into the top lane in a permanent manner this year.
Wow. Starting role. Do
So,
you think he can handle it? That's a lot of pressure.
He's got the vibes to handle it.
Yeah.
I know it. And that's all you need on Ocean.
It's a big vibe team.
Just
That
vibes.
team is like
Yeah.
a big bro team.
Just vibes.
It'll be a good time to play. Definitely.
Yeah,
get
I
some
bet
fun.
we're going to see a lot more Aatrox this season from Ocean.
Maybe. Do people even play Aatrox anymore? I haven't seen that champion on
No,
that side.
not really.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not.
Kind of out of the meta.
Yeah, Crack doesn't play that.
No, definitely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about kind of like returning rosters that are mostly the same, we have Scuttle. And Scuttle's got Endo making his return to the Rift.
So exciting.
He's no longer the Rect League bicycle. He is just Scuttle's bicycle. And everyone on Scuttle gets a turn with Endo, not the whole league. He's become a little more private. Exclusive, if you will.
Yeah, we need to count the number of games Endo is going to be Ignite instead of Teleport.
Dude, I've
Because
been coaching him now. I've been coaching that Ignite is the only way to play. If you want to play Shen, your team wants you to play Shen, you already have the built-in teleport, and then you take the Ignite for the extra damage.
I mean, we can disagree on that.
I mean,
You could just have two
he does
TPs up on your
MMA.
team.
He doesn't know how to use teleport. He knows how to like fight people. That's his
This
thing.
guy's he's just gonna go Tryndamere and auto attack all game. Push, no TP, ignite.
I
Go
mean,
hard.
That sort of player, though, is kind of more interesting in the top lane because a lot of Rec League has been the same kind of formula of control mid. We have either a tanky jungle or a aggressive jungle. Top lane tank, and then support and AD carry are just kind of standard. So it's just been this very generic formula. And now that we're getting more aggressive top laners, that's going to switch things up quite a bit. And I think the games are going to be a lot more snowbally now, which will be more bloody and more fun.
Yeah, big agree. And like also kind of contributing to that bloodiness factor is that there's a lot more aggressive junglers. Adoma making the shift into jungle is like my favorite move ever.
I'm scared of that.
It's so scary. The man is
Literally
just,
spears flying out from the
he
the
just
fog
plays
of war.
like he plays all the fun go hard champions, the Lee Sin, the Nidalee. The man was a top lane main for forever. Picked up Lee Sin for like 5 games and was better than me after playing it for like, I don't know, 900
Ever.
So that one felt good. That was my pride. Shattered.
Yeah. You know, Adoma has the big brain that was completely wasted in the top lane.
And now he's got big
the
hands
jungle.
apparently too.
Yeah.
He's got the hands and the brain. We just didn't know.
But I'm very excited to see his map controller of the game. It's going to be very fun to watch.
Yeah,
So
we just
watch out if you
we don't
get
have a
Scuttle.
ton of carry junglers. And like we got Sneezy Boy coming back. Sneezy Boy also with like the very aggressive early game jungling. Vash is still in the jungle, who is just like hyper aggressive. This is gonna be a banger season for jungling.
But we got Grandma Nut in the jungle.
Grandma Nut. I don't know anything about Grandma Nut. Can you enlighten me about Grandma Nut?
So Grandma Nut is a top laner. We played a couple games last season. It was really, really fun to play with. And he's going to be on a Krugs this season. And Krugs are looking pretty strong. But Grandma Nut is a kind of one-trick Nocturne. I'm sure he has other junglers that he hasn't shown yet. But as of now, it's kind of just the Nocturne. So we're going to be fighting over that with a couple of teams.
Nocturne. Put
Yeah.
the lights out. See, my question is like, so last season we had so many tanky boys per usual. I mean, Cho'Gath always being like one of the biggest performers, the MVPs of the Rect League. Is this the season? Because this is the first season we've had Set being picked as like an option to be picked all the way through the season. Is it going to be the battle between who gets the beefy boy and then who gets Set to dunk the beefy boy in? Because like I feel like that's a pretty good Rect for like Rect League meta. I feel like Set is bananas.
Yeah, and we saw Game 3 Infernal, or Game 4 Infernal versus Brambleback in the finals. The Set made so many good plays, being able to dunk on top of the team with the Malphite combo. So there's a lot of options there, but Set did just get nerfed in this last patch. I don't know if it's
so
enough to...
rigged. It's so free.
Yo, I want to see. I don't want to see beefy boys in top. How about this? A plea to everyone out there.
Yeah,
Let's get your Zillion top.
I want
Let's
to
get
see
some crazy shit
I want
top.
to see some fluid League of Legends. That's what I've been preaching.
No beef. This is season 7 is no beef.
No beef, just like lean.
No beef in the top.
Just like really starved.
Lean and mean top lane.
Nice. I'm about it. That's a good challenge. Gauntlet.
That's why we have crack.
Zoe top. Yeah, I'm all about the Zoe top.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good counter into Set. Adoma turned me on to that one.
But we got a couple teams here that are like mostly new people, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, we do.
You were talking about Krugs.
Yeah.
Like-
So I love Krug's lineup right now. They have Mont Blanc, Slazebeam, Covert Panda, Rain Freeze, and Rama Nut. But their bot lane is Covert Panda and Mont Blanc, or
Panda's fantastic.
Dankest Jungle, as he's been known. But yeah, they're going to be playing this like, we'll pick 2 champs and then decide who gets what based off of, who's more skilled. But it's going to be they're interchanging AD carry and support. So they're going to be doing a lot of Senna lanes and like a lot of kill lanes with like Pantheon Renekton or some like random stuff like that.
That's awesome.
That's it.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be spicy.
Dude, this is the sauce. If we have like I hope that we just get enough like really diverse teams and different play styles that like when we do get into playoffs, it's just going to be like this big banger free for all. You also get some teams that are finally meeting for the first time. Like it's going to be sweet. Plus also playoffs is double elimination, which I don't know if we had talked about.
Exciting.
Earlier, but that is...
No, I don't think we mentioned playoffs yet.
But yeah, I'm pumped for that.
Graphic?
Playoffs is going to be big hype. I don't have the graphic super ready. I could go pull it up real quick.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of time.
I love that graphic.
Dude.
I also love the double limb.
Yeah, I like all of it.
Super excited for that.
Hell yeah.
Mostly because I anticipate one making the playoffs as Ocean, losing round 1, and then having to fight through the bottom. Just like
TSM run.
Just like TSM.
I like it. Jmu, so we're talking about kind of some all new teams. What do you think about Infernal, who are in your conference?
Infernal. That's our week 1 matchup.
Yes, it is.
So that's exciting. I heard word on the street Zabel's not playing. So Sneezy Boy is in the jungle.
Correct. Yep. That's not just the word on the street. That was also the word on the rec.
So this kind of reminds me of their team from a couple seasons ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct.
Yeah. So correct.
So correct.
So correct.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar. We definitely gotta get our scouting in. I know we played Fat Super Dude against Fat Super Dude last year, and it was an intense bot lane. Played real well. So I'm sure Phoenix will have his hands full. I'm sure I'll feed hard in mid lane on whatever I decide to play last second.
I don't know where the playoff bracket is. It's somewhere on my computer. I'm not super.
It's all right.
You'll see it. You'll see it at some point, fam. It's pretty legit. Is it on the site?
I don't think it's on the site yet.
I got it in a folder. I'll just send it real quick.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. And also, so we were talking about new people. We also have a team of like a lot of Rect League veterans that have kind of come together for the first time that we haven't really touched on in Mountain, led by Cop. And I think that's going to be sweet. It's kind of like, it's got some Rect League veterans with like Cop, Knife, Timberland. Dutch Clutch has been kind of like, I think he's been like around the league. It's not the first time I've seen his name, but VB Zobs is coming in for Delta Centaria this week. But that team should be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Cop back too, and Knife, and Tim. I guess they weren't in last season, were they?
No, they really weren't.
No.
Mm-mm. So always good to see those boys. I'm excited to see Tim and Knife as in their roles. Knife playing ADC, Cop is support. Cop playing support is pretty standard.
He's the mastermind though. He's gonna orchestrate all that whole operation.
Dude, he's
We'll
gonna
be seeing them in the
he
finals
moneyballed a
before
team,
we
I'm
know
sure.
it.
He definitely
Yeah.
moneyball a team. He's got the skills for it. So I have no doubt in his ability to draft a team. I just want to see how it comes together.
Well, it's kind of interesting, right? Because this is a team of pretty much all gold players. Like everyone on the team is sitting around this gold 2 to plat 4 level. So everybody's kind of even across the board, which means they can kind of play through whatever lane they have the strongest matchup in, because they're going to have, eventually a gold 1 versus a silver 2 at some point, and they can push that advantage and hope that their gold 1 versus a plat 3 on the other side can hold it, right? So it's kind of interesting, and if they can evolve to play a bunch of different styles, I think they can game the system really well.
Yeah.
So it'll be really interesting to see.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be nice to see like a team that at least has maybe like a less predictable play style. Just because nothing wrong with it. That comes off as Big Flame, but like I don't know. I just want to see some fluid League of Legends.
I mean, it is what it is. If you have a really good player on your team, you'd be
exactly.
silly not to play through them.
Sure, and if you have someone that's not quite as good as everyone else and is expected to get like dumped on, then like
Beef them up.
Right? Yeah.
Play beef.
Play beef, thick 'em.
That's kind of how we were last year. We had everyone around that gold platinum level, and every game was kind of different.
Oh, damn.
You guys ended up placing top 3, so I mean it's a good strat to do.
You could have been top 2. You were close.
Could have been.
I thought you guys were sick. You guys just
We're really good at throwing.
Yeah, you guys couldn't win a game, but
Probably best at throwing
yeah,
in the league.
I think
Top
you
2
were.
at
I
least.
think you guys were just like really practicing edging, because it looked like you just wanted to win so bad, but you're like, no, let's delay the gratification for another 5 more minutes. Let's just keep scaling a little bit longer. It's gonna feel so much better when we win the 50-minute game.
So we played the hyper aggressive like team comps, but then like tried to scale. So now we're going with the scaling comps. So we could still win early game, but now we're gonna scale. So if we try to throw, it's gonna be really hard.
Damn.
We'll still try.
I'm sure you'll make it happen.
I just want to see. I want
least
you to
once
lean
or twice.
further the other way. I want to see some even more aggressive. I don't want to see a single tank. I want to just like you win by like 18 minutes, or you're just done.
I'm all in.
Yeah, sure.
It's fluid.
Teemo mid.
That is so fluid right there.
But yeah, so I mean, kind of talking enough about maybe some of the first impressions of the teams. Do you guys want to move on to Jamu? Jamu. Do you have more thoughts?
I had one
did we hit on
question for
Rambler
both of you guys.
Raptors?
Yeah, shoot your dumb question. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you guys think is going to top each bracket? First impression, who's on top?
I'm gonna say for River, it's gonna be either Ocean or Air.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Gromp's not in the river.
Gromps are not in the river.
I mean, frogs are kind of moist, right?
I mean, Syndra can throw it over the wall. That's definitely a thing.
And she can throw all of them over the wall. It's interesting having both Gromp and Bramble in the same. I guess we didn't talk about Bramble at all.
Yeah, well, that's another team. I mean, it was the second place team, right? My team. They kept all the same players except for Colonel Paco in support and me as AD carry, and they brought in Jay Herbo, who is Diamond Jungle main. So they're currently working out like where they want to play each player, if they want Jay Herbo jungle or Jay Herbo ADC. So they're going to start out with Jay Herbo as ADC with, I forget their support's name. I think they just picked one
Latin
up
Buddha.
Latin Buddha, right.
Buddha, rocking everywhere.
They haven't had a lot of time to practice, so I think they're going to come out of the gate a little slow, but then ramp it up throughout the season.
Sounds
There's
about
only
right.
7 games though, so
True.
every game's very important.
Super important.
It is, but at the same time, 4 teams from each conference make it to
True.
playoffs, right? So
True.
you can still end up winning throughout playoffs. The regular season is a good time to kind of not fool around, but experiment.
If you are those last 2 seeds though, your playoff journey is pretty difficult. I did
That
send
is
you that
true.
bracket, so if we want to pull it up, we could.
Oh, where did you send
Yes,
this, man?
send that.
Just
It's in the
the
Discord.
discussion topics.
Allow me, fam.
But you still have the chance. That's the beauty of it.
All right, let me try and not screw up the stream. Here, you guys can keep talking while I focus on this.
Oh yeah, apologies. It is 6 games, 7 weeks of 6 games, so you get 1 by each week. That's my bad.
That is bad. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's just having the bye system is just the only way you could have really had 10 teams and not make the season insanely long. Which is a bummer, especially for the week 1 teams, Rip, Sentinels, and we also haven't talked about Sentinels, which are literally running back the exact same squad.
Classic.
Classic.
Well,
Which Sentinels are we gonna get though?
I think we have Mouse
That's a good
Maisie in
question.
bot lane, so he's trying it all out. He wants to make it work.
I mean, we saw the mechanics of Mouse Amazing throughout our first 6 seasons, and the dude's really strong. It's going to be how the rest of the team can play around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw 2 versions of Tucker last season of I'm a god and I can outplay literally anything and kill you. And then we saw the I'm going to dive and take 4 tower shots and then give up first blood for no reason.
Dude, Tucker's sick.
So we'll have
So
we'll have to see how Sentinels is actually doing.
We're
But
gonna see
they're
the-
already practicing. So that's good.
That's good. Are we gonna-
I did
what do you
watch
think?
one of their games.
Nice. You gonna see the 2 and 12 Sentinels or the 13 and 3?
Exactly.
I think somewhere in the middle.
Which one? All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be a middling Sentinels. Although I don't know how much they've been practicing. I guess that's the question. And also we won't know because we won't see them till week 2. So we can touch more on that later, and I'll probably go watch some more of their games just so I can keep tabs. But I did see a Nidalee game being played by Hotsuit. So I'm
All
all
right.
about
And
that.
now, one more quick question while we're waiting for the graphic. Which conference do you think is harder? River or Jungle?
Jungle. You already got the first and second place team from last season in there that are reasonably the same.
Plus, you got a couple unknowns.
Yeah, that'd be my knee-jerk reaction. All right, I'm putting up the playoff format.
All right, let's go.
Look at
Walk
that,
us
guys.
through it.
Look at it. Didn't Jamu do a great job? He's such a beautiful boy. I'm so proud of him. Love it.
Wow.
Yeah, so like this graphic looks really complicated, but Jamu did a brilliant job with his brain, kind of breaking it down and making it so easy that even a caveman can understand it.
Color coordinated.
It's color coordinated. He even used like peach tones. He used like peach and salmon.
I looked up pleasant color gradients. And this is one of them.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, so basically, like, to dumb it down is if you lose in the winner's side, then you get a best of 1 series. Basically, just try and save your chances and save your life. Yeah, that's that. It's kind of hype.
Yeah, so-
It can make some fun storylines, but I can let you talk about it more.
So 1 and 2 gets a bye. That's B1 and B2. The second column on the top. Those are the first 2 seeds. And then you got 3 through 6 playing each other, an A1 and A2, and those are best of 3s. So the losers of those 2 games go down to the bottom left 2 games, W1 and W2, and they play a best of 1 against the 7 and 8 seeds. So if you're if you're 3 through 6 and you lose your first series, normally you'd be knocked out, but now you're getting like a redemption arc through this best of 1 losers bracket. So you get to, and as the 7th and 8th seed, you're getting like a chance to also like sneak through that bracket. So it's a cool little duality there.
Yeah, Crack brings up a good point, and it'd be a fun thing to kind of just discuss quickly. Is like there's been this whole debate like within the league community on whether or not FlyQuest got screwed with that playoff format because basically TSM lost and had to play more games, and FlyQuest won their games, and then I guess didn't get any benefit or reap any benefit for being on the winner's side, really. I mean, I've heard it from both ways that maybe the team that has to do, since TSM had to play, I think, Saturday and then Sunday for playoffs, that the lack of prep definitely hurts. And then also, I think that was it. I think that was the only qualm I had.
I mean, if you're the 3 through 6 seed and you win out, you're playing 4 series. But if you're that 3 through 6 seed and you lose and then you win out, that's like 6 games. So you're like you still have to win more. And if you're more warmed up, I guess that's an argument. That could be a bad thing, but still winning the games.
I think the bigger issue with the LCS format was they were giving side selection to the highest ranked team in regular season. So since Liquid went through the losers bracket in semis, if they ended up beating TSM going to finals, they would have had side selection per the LCS rules. So since TSM won, it didn't really affect it because FlyQuest was seeded 4th and TSM was 5th. But we're going to give it to the winner side no matter what.
Yeah. And like obviously like I think even Riot said that they just can't do like a bracket reset. That's just fucking absurd. Where you just have like another best of 5 after a best of 5. That's just like the longest day ever. And we can't do that either because I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a ton.
We got a hot take in the chat there.
What's the hot
side
take?
selection isn't that valuable for an amateur league? Sorry, semi-pro.
For a
Semi-amateur?
No, for an almost professional league, I think is what.
Yeah,
you
that's
meant.
us.
Yeah, no, that's totally a fair take. But maybe if you can figure out a way, if you can use that smooth brain to find a way to make it valuable and make it work for you, I don't know. Challenge accepted. You have the tools.
We're open to all suggestions, so let us know if you come up with something better.
Yeah, I'd like to hear like some of the draft gods' opinions on that, like the Shoes and Isocles, who definitely spent a lot of time trying to like big brain the draft and see what their thoughts are on like how important maybe like that side selection is. But I mean, maybe we can also just like give them like stickers and stuff if they get like a winner side. Just
if you made it to the finals through the winners bracket, you get a sticker.
And some juice boxes.
Give him a shot glass.
Yeah, and some juice boxes. Give him some juice to put in that. That'd be good. Like I think juice is
Get a
fun.
handshake. Firm handshake.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just be better, right? Like if you're winning all the games, then what's one more game to just win?
Exactly.
Plus, it's most likely against an opponent. It's a 50-50 shot against an opponent you've already played, right? So you already know how to beat him.
True.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But I think we're going to be moving on to the new game, Wrecked Stocks, in a second. But after that, we're going to do a quick Q&A section for anybody who has questions about the league, about the teams, anything.
My boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I got excited.
Oh no, you're good.
I have a big Shadow crush. I love Shadow. Miss you, buddy.
Yeah, and he's another player that's not returning who's been a staple for ever.
No, I heard
that. Be sad without him.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad day without Shadow of Old, but at least he's in the chat, and he's brightening up my life one way or another. But yeah, I think it's definitely time to.
And just quick chat, keep your questions ready for after. Let's send it over to the stock game.
I already just did. Stonks! Right. It's stonks time.
Stonks.
Big stonks. Man. Yeah, I already played the graphic.
Was it sick? Can we get a sick or not sick in the chat?
Stonks.
Sick or not sick? I think it's just big stonks. Big sick.
Oh, sicks are rolling in.
A little loud, but sick. Yeah, I need to probably go.
Because it's hype.
Yeah, it's just
it's supposed to be hype.
Yeah, Cranny Case, just get excited. Don't worry about the volume. Just get excited.
Don't worry about your ears.
Yeah, don't worry about your ears. Your neighbors don't care. Your cat doesn't care. God knows Chelsea doesn't care. Just play the stocks. Blast it. It's great. But yeah, so stocks. Jamu, this is your show, baby.
Stonks. We got that numero uno grafico.
We do. The buy chart. The buy chart.
No, the other one.
The matchups.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
All right, so I definitely didn't rob this straight from the LCS, but this is how it's gonna work. We're starting each team at a stock value at the beginning of the season. We're gonna say it's 1,500 rect bucks. Okay. As teams win and lose, they're gonna go. Their value in rect bucks is gonna go up and down. And we have a team of super sick analysts coming in every week with their hot buys. They're going to be giving 7,500 rec bucks per week, and they're going to buy stocks of all these teams. They're going to buy these stocks. They're going to say, I think Raptors is going to win against Gromp. and their value's gonna skyrocket, and then they're gonna come out huge at the end of the week. Whatever stocks our analysts buy, they're automatically sold at their new value, and that cash, those rec bucks, go right back in your portfolio. And we're gonna track which analysts are best, which analysts have the most valuable portfolio. So that'd be super sick.
Hell yeah, that was a great summary. Look at you. That was great.
Thank you.
I've been so excited for this for such a long time. But yeah, so
I'll go back just one second. That graphic. So every team's 0-0. Every team has a 50% chance to win their games. We're using like standard ELO calculations if you want to get technical here, but please don't. I'm obeying the Excel spreadsheet on this one. So yeah, we got week 1 is interesting because you're not really picking which teams you think are gonna like get the most boost. You're kind of just you're buying stocks for which teams you think are gonna win because those are the teams that are gonna gain value.
So in week 1, let's talk about strategy. Mm-hmm. What do you think's better, diversifying your profile or going all in on one?
We know what you think.
I think it's definitely a skill expression, right? Like, I think the optimal way is just pick the almost like what you think might be the guaranteed winner. However, I think that's dumb. I think you should be trying to flex on everyone else, and you should, like, with the way I'm going is I'm trying to predict. I'm putting money into every matchup, and I'm predicting the winner of that one. So at least I got to prove that I'm just like a Rec League analyst god. So I'm actually improving my analyst skills rather than just picking the top dog right out the gate.
See, I like that, but I want to prove that I'm just an analyst god and I will win Rect Bucks.
Yeah, but that's dirty money. It's not. Nobody wants that kind of money.
No, it's not. It's clean.
And
I'm
I
walking
just
out of here with stocks, baby.
I straight up hedged my bets. I put one stock on either side of one matchup just to. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna gain anything either, but.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you put one on each side of the match. Why did you?
I didn't want to lose. Safe investing.
So you're telling me that you spent hours and days thinking up of a wrecked stock game, and what you do for week 1 when you build your big game is that you just put one bet on each side?
Yeah, I'm safe. I don't want to lose money, lose bucks. So for week 2, when there's kind of like a difference in values, I want to be able to go in.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get taxed for all those trades.
I know. What's the tax rate on Rec Bucks here?
Oh God.
Commission. So this huge chart here, this is great. We got all of our analysts. How many do we have? 3, 6, 9, 12 analysts now.
Oh,
crazy.
That's a lot of analysts.
So we got all the teams on the left there. Everyone's valued at 1,500 for week 1.
We got Mr. Neat going for Mountain, and we got Mr. Neat also going for Raptors. He's alone in that.
So I guess Mr. Neat went for the underdogs for sure.
Dude, he's a dark
playing for his own team. I like dark horsing it towards later in the season when the dark horses are worth more if you win. But right now, that's risky. You're just asking to lose money.
Yeah, for real. We got 29 sheep with Gromp stocks here.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be a rough day when they get 0-2'd.
Dude, that's gonna be bad. When they ban out the Nasus and Cobalt's lost up there. Yeah, I mean week one is week 1, but week 2 spicy.
Oh yeah.
So
we want to talk through our buys?
Yeah.
Each one of our buys?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I guess I'll start.
Yeah,
so I right at the top left there, I went with Bramble. They're playing against Raptors there. It's lost their bot lane from last season, but I'm confident in Jay Herba as a replacement there. Get the big win against Raptors. I did put 2 into air stock. I did think Worthy Dust was starting at support, but I think Sonic and MNA is filling in there, and I still think that'd be a solid. He's a big bot lane guy, in general. So I think they could still take that one home. And then I got my crucial decision to go 1-1 on Gromp Krugs there.
I mean,
no comment.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. No.
He's doing it just to show you how the game is played.
I will not lose any money there.
That's good.
That's
I am
smart.
sure of.
Yeah. it's basically like not buying a stock at that point, or 2 stocks.
But wait, won't you make less money than everyone else if someone else got all of them right?
Yes,
Okay,
but I also lose less if they got them all wrong. I won't lose anything.
true. And did we decide whether or not you could just decide to not buy any stocks?
No, because that's not fun.
Okay, cool.
You'll be shamed.
Yeah, you'll just do what Jangmo's doing and buy one of each, and then it'll even out.
That's
If
at
the
least
teams are
fine.
So let's see, what did I do? I went for Bramble, taking the W. Let me just pull up the matches so I actually know what's up, so I'm not just making up shit. Yeah, so I have Bramble taking the win over Raptors. I think it'll be close. Honestly, I think that Raptors probably has a pretty good chance based off the amount of practice that Bramble's put in, and also I finally actually started op.gging, like looking and researching all the players just for, so we could have some intellectual conversation. And damn, Raptors looks like big stacked. So I think that I could be wrong there. Ocean over Infernal. I don't know, man. It's hard to vote against Infernal. Infernal's also just kind of a big question mark for me right now, just because we haven't seen them. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a coward. I think I'm just a coward.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not willing to bet on the unknown there, although Kazuto definitely scares me. Putting my money on Air over Mountain. Bless up to the Windy Boys. And then I had some extra money because there was only 4 series, so I definitely thought that Gromp was big smacking their matchup, so I put 2 things of wrecked bucks on them. What about you, Darth Ted?
Yeah.
Explain the thought process on your really
really, really dangerous betting right here.
Very risky.
Yeah, risky. So week 1, what's going to happen is everybody goes in even, right? And you basically want to bet on who you think has the biggest chance of coming out with a 2-0. Because if they go 1-1, you get all your money back for next week. And I picked who I think is the best team right now because they've played together throughout all last season. They won last season, and they swapped out Zabel for Valib, who I think might even be an uptrade because Valib has such a big brain and plays very, very aggressive junglers. And I mean, he's coming in week 1 against a player who was literally silver 4 up till yesterday. I think he was bronze before that, so he's going to have such a huge advantage in that lane, and I think Gromp are just going to be able to roll over.
Dude, man, Rain freezes literally like if he wins though, he's like
then I'm gonna
he is the true hero. He is the chosen one, and we should prop him up and make sure he gets noticed by LCS because that man's definitely got a bright future.
There he is. He's in the chat. Rain freezes.
Hell yeah, brother! Let's go. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a world in which you can feed Valib enough shots that he definitely throws some games for Gromp.
That's fair, but then you always have the late game Shu Rovian combo.
Is that breaking news? No Spence champ?
Huh? Spence champ isn't playing this week. Let me see.
Darth Ted and Shambles stocks are...
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Right. We got Dingus Slayer. Dingus Slayer as support. Dude, he's got a silly picture. I like it.
I also like it. Confirmed.
All confirmed.
Confirmed like it.
Do enjoy. Also, for those of you, I need to put out a quick announcement. I've been busy, making the rest of the league look good and feel good. But you guys can send in player photos for your accounts. Just send them to the Rec League email, and I will get around to cropping them and making them drip sex when I have time. But okay, so just taking a quick look at some of the other players that the analysts that did some analyzing. What is the spiciest one here, aside from Mr. Neat, who went for the dark horses, and we already talked about that.
I honestly think it's the 5 on Ocean by Crack. There, he's really betting it on the house. You definitely have some question marks, but I love the confidence.
Well, I think it's interesting because Ocean is playing Infernal, right? And without Crack's 5 on Ocean, you have a 4 versus 4 vote. So it seems like that's kind of split. So anyone going Ocean or Infernal is kind of just tossing a coin on either side of that matchup. Which, I mean, I don't know who I'm rooting for, but it's got to be the Ocean boys, right?
I don't know.
Everybody loves the minus 19 productions.
That's who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go figure out a way to get rid of this poll thing. I think when we were doing our producer me, I left the poll up for forever, so just keep on reminding us there's polls. But I guess that spoils some of the surprise. But we will have polls this season, so we'll be able to do some on the fly voting. You guys can show us what's good. I figured it out. Look at us go.
You can no longer vote on the poll.
You know what? If you're not learning from your mistakes every day, then I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, stocks. It's going to be sweet. So what happens if a team goes 1-1?
Right now, it would be no change in their value because they're equal. But if there's disparity in their value already, then I think there's a minor change.
It's just algorithms.
Yeah. Well, it's a return on investment. If they go 1-1 and you bet on the winning team, like the team that's kind of higher rated, you lose money. If you bet on the team that's lower rated, you win money.
Okay, I'll trust you.
That's pretty much it.
I'll trust you on that one. I trust that Jmu did the work to figure it out, and you sound confident. You're talking
Something
about
like that.
So I don't know, man. But yeah, season 7, we're here. Been a long road. I think. Yeah, are we ready for some Q&A? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I
think I'm good.
I'm just ready for the season to start.
Hell yeah.
Excited.
Cool. Word. All right, fam. It's time. Hit us with some questions. We'll try and answer them in the most eloquent way possible, or probably not. We'll just answer them. And if not, then we'll all go on our own very merry way. Oh man, look at all these highlights. Can we get channel points things for 40K chillin'? What would you want? What do you want as a channel point? I have no idea what the people do with channel points that don't actually require a streamer to pay attention, because we just cannot actually enforce. Why do I have so many M buttons done? This actually isn't that many, so Shadow of Old moot point. Like, I think just having like that follower enabled chat, you can't actually do it. You have to make it like something that we enable, and we're never going to actually be able to keep tabs of all those.
Yeah, the only way to really do it is if there's like a moderator in the chat at all times who's not on the production.
Yeah, no, that's
we can't ask for that.
No, because that's producer dinner time. And that's a very important time.
Yeah, we'll start top. Probably not.
Is Amumu going to be picked banned this season again? I hope not. I don't think so. Did Amumu get any nerves?
We were talking about a lot of the junglers were being more aggressive, and I think Amumu is one of those champs that if you get invaded upon and you're against an opponent who's just going to be counter jungling you constantly, you're not really going to be having a good time. So I don't think Amumu is going to be pick ban.
Unfortunate.
Ooh, Crack Ratties.
Playoffs.
Yeah. Who's the worst in each conference?
No, he said who's missing playoffs. He's not the worst. It's not the worst.
Who's the unluckiest in each conference?
There you go. I was gonna say, if Ocean decided to go play Teemo mid every game, I bet they could probably do their best, like last place.
Don't tempt me,
dude. I know.
I got Spirit Blossom Teemo. I'm ready.
Don't tempt me with a good time. So I'm gonna take a spicy take. I think Mountain isn't going to do well. I think they have a very like even keel team, but I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off a lot of the synergies that they're going to have to. I don't think they're going to be able to take advantage of their winning matchups, and I think the losing matchups are going to kind of get snowballed upon. Where I'm really hopeful for the team, and I think they have a lot of growth and potential, but I just, as of right now, don't see it happening. So I think Mountain for the River squad. And Jungle, I have no idea right now because we haven't really seen most of these teams play. Like, I know Brambleback's going to make it. I know Gromp's going to make it. But out of that, like, there are 3 other teams that aren't going to. And I'm not sure.
I think my hot take, Sentinels are not going to show up this season.
Oh, no.
Love you guys. And then... what is in that conference?
Dragons.
Dragons and Scuttle.
Oh, I think that Sable tilts his team off the planet.
Oh no.
Definitely Infernal. I feel like there's definitely there's some high tiltability on that team, and that if things got rocky, the boat could keep rocking. What about you, Jamie? What you got?
I'm gonna go Scuttle Crab. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, Enda's probably gonna get bullied into taking teleport, right?
Yeah. Man, Tryndamere, and if Adoma can't hit a couple spears, I don't know who's gonna carry there. But them
You
and
see
then
him in the bot lane, dude.
played against them last year.
And they made playoffs last year.
Gold, by the way, or platinum now. But and then I'm gonna go with Raptors on the other side. I just I think it's mostly the same team as last season. I'm just not confident in that team to take down the rest of the strong division and the unknown.
Ooh, how many Vlad games does Shu get this season? I think he gets more. Because I think people are going to have to start banning other things from him. I hope so. Kind of.
I think he gets 1 or 2 games, and then people are like, we actually just can't, and then it gets banned.
Also, I don't think we talked about it. I just want to say it real quick. We got the hype matchup of the 2 Diamond 3 mid laners in week 1. We got Slazerbeam versus Shu.
Slazerbeam.
Dude, Slazerbeam's a
Sick.
legend. He has the account Slazerbeam, and then his other account is Beam of Slay. The dude's
That's
a
so
legend.
good.
I'm pumped. But yeah, I'm really excited for that matchup because, I mean, aside from maybe like hot take, aside from Pickle Popper and maybe Icicly, actually, hotter take, only Pickle Popper challenged him last season. So it'll be nice to see some competition.
Who out of the Founding Fathers doesn't have a mug yet?
Jamu.
It's a shame. Yeah.
Next question.
Just Jamu.
True.
How many shot
How many
bets-
shot bets? Sorry.
No, that's fine. We
Skip
said
it. How many shot bets do you think Valve will make this season?
God.
I'm gonna go with 32.
That's it? You'll make 32 by week 2.
When we play Ground
you
Feud,
include
I'm
sub-league?
gonna make shot bets before the game with him.
How many will he lose? I think he'll lose most of them. I think he'll have about like the same win rate as I do in Flex Q, which is about 23%. He'll probably win about 23% of his shot bets.
Sub-league shot bets.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
King.
Dude, I'm all about the sub-league shot bets. Do we want to talk about that real quick while we have some people around? So yeah, starting, I mean, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show, but yeah, starting next week, we'll be having sub-league after this. Basically, it's tailored towards having streamed games, competitive games, in a more fluid format during for players that just aren't playing on Sunday. So players that aren't locked in on Sunday will have the chance to accrue points. Players that need to fill in or just like want to play in the games are welcome to. They just won't accrue points. But yeah, the prize for it is sweet. I think we all the founding fathers got big FOMO when we figured out what we wanted to do. We're getting, I think we can probably talk about it, right? I don't know if it's a secret. Yeah, we found these super sick engraved whiskey tumblers that come in like also like a display box. So they're pretty sweet. So if you got all the mugs in the world, maybe it's time to go check out Sub League and try your hand at that. I think Shu will probably have to go get a few of those before we can really crown him the best of Rec League, right?
All the issue is he's never going to get subbed out.
True. I don't know. Just to
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the team just has to vote him off, right? Maybe he just has some bad performances on not Vlad. Maybe they make a deal. If Shu loses a game on Vlad, then he has to go play in Sub League for the rest of the season.
Get the whiskey glass.
I don't know if I'd take that bet.
I probably wouldn't. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, it'll be a banger. Do we have any other questions? No?
Yeah, we'll give it another minute.
Yeah. We appreciate you, fam. This has been it's been a good off season. We've been ridiculously busy. Shout outs to Crandy Cakes for the website and all of that. It was a metric shit ton of work, and it still is maintaining it. So definitely a Herculean effort, and we'll definitely do some more changes in the off season and kind of keep building on it. But for like a building block of making accounts, having signups through the site, and all that like team manager, Elo stuff, it's certainly a beast. So shout outs to him. He still is a legend. When will we see the return of Darth Ted to the Rift?
I already answered that in Twitch chat. After he becomes Darth Wed.
Oh, yeah, Poggers. Yeah. Also, for those of you who don't know, he just got engaged. He's like super.
Woo!
Do you have a ring? Do you get one? I don't know how this thing works.
Well, we were talking about me getting an engagement ring for that, but I told Marissa that she would have to buy it and then kneel down and ask me. So I don't think it's happening.
But you'll probably at least get, like, I don't know, some like brownies or pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
all right.
bad.
You get onion rings. Never specified what type of ring.
Darth shed a tear for boy Greg with him being Darth Ted.
Huh? I don't follow
What?
it.
I don't either.
That's words.
Words. All right. Well, fam, we're coming up close to 8
Ooh,
o'clock.
rec jerseys went.
Oh, Rec Day jerseys when?
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, Jamu?
Yeah, I found this cool way to implement some merch. Teespring. They have a little Twitch extension. You could upload your custom designs. Stuff's made to order. Hopefully getting some team specific gear on there. Pretty soon.
Yep. And then that won't be the jerseys, but that'll just be like little, I don't know, what do you call it? Like tchotchke things? Like sweatshirts?
A little
and-
extra.
Yeah,
There's fanny packs.
Fanny packs.
Ooh, yeah, the fanny packs. The Rec Day fanny
The
packs.
fanny packs.
Yep. And yeah, so that'll be sweet. Also, we're going to be trying to put this on Spotify. So for those of you that don't actually have time to watch State of the League. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrecked After
Rad.
Dark.
After dark.
Yeah, we're going to put it on Spotify so that, yeah, we can keep podcasting there.
I think we should have a general rule of thumb. Anytime you call it State of the League, you have to take a shot.
All right.
That's good.
I like it.
I like that.
Cool.
Don't mess up.
Don't fuck up. As Isaiah said in Super Smash Bros. Melee, don't get hit. It's the best advice. So, with that delicious shot out of the way, it's been a pleasure.
Sure has been.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody tuning in. We appreciate you all listening and coming to join us for the night. Thanks for the questions. I also want to just big shout out to Crandy Cakes once again and Brian Bergen for doing a lot of work on the website. Jamu, the Rex Stonks game is going to be super fun.
Stop.
We appreciate that. The one last shout out we have is to Cop. He is going to be putting together a little prize pool for anybody who's following Worlds. There's Riot's going to be releasing a Worlds Pick'em, and Cop is putting together kind of its our own little rect group, and the winner is going to be getting a prize in RP, I believe. So
Hell yeah,
look forward
brother.
to that, and stay tuned. It'll be posted in the Discord if you're interested.
Word.
But
Hell yeah.
it's
TSM.
going to be great.
Yep. And if you're
TSM
not
all the
if
way.
you're not in the Discord already, I think I added the Discord links down below. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, I think I put a subscribe link down below. You know, do all those things. I think we have 44 YouTube subscribers. That's not many.
Getting there.
We're getting there. All right, guys. Have a great night. And we will see you on Sunday at 4 p.m. Let's go!
Woo!